Hi, I'm Fran Scarlett. I'm Regional Director for the Small Business and Technology Development Center at UNCW, and I'm here today with Jim Cornett, President of Applied Resource Management, winner of the Professional Services category of the Coastal Entrepreneur Awards. Good morning, Jim. How are you?
Good morning, Fran. I'm excited to be here.
Congratulations on winning this award.
Well, thank you very much.
Tell us a little bit about your business.
We are an environmental business, an environmental support business. We have an elite group of scientists, technicians, and drillers. Our job is to help people understand how to develop property with wetlands and soil issues. We also understand the aquifer system, and we have a division that drills water supply wells. And in addition to that, we have a geothermal business where we are able to actually construct a heating and air system for homes to help save on electricity bills.
Excellent. Saving money is the name of the game in this economy today.
It is.
Tell us a little bit about why your customers choose you versus your competitor.
They choose us because we're effective. If I can come to a homeowner and save him $300 to $600 a month on a water bill, or save him $300 to $600 a month on a power bill, they will use us and talk good about us, and our referrals are way up because of that effectiveness.
Okay. How long have you been in business?
We've been in business for approximately 17 years.
Wow, 17 years. So what does winning this award mean for you?
Well, this award validates that 17 years as a pure green business. We are an eco-friendly business. Everything we do is environmental related, so we're excited about this.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Jim, for your time today.
You're welcome.
To find out more about Applied Resource Management, please see the latest issue of the Wilmington Business Journal.
In our category of professional services, we see a true entrepreneur. Jim, obviously from his introduction, is involved in environmental services, geothermal services, as well as well drilling. What the video did not describe was he's in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, and Virginia. In addition to doing environmental site assessments, brownfield assessments, and remediation, soil and wetlands, and underground storage tank services, he provides expert witnesses services as well as water supply studies. But what difference does that make in our economy? What is the value added? And is he attacking an important problem? Is there, other than our children that we've just witnessed, a more important problem than energy? His geothermal drilling business can provide, as you business people would understand, 65% tax credits. It's impressive. And you'd also be impressed with a 3-year payback period. I'm sure there's some business people in here would like a payback period of that. And what also impressed me in reading about this company is the geothermal energy is actually solar energy that's stored in the ground as a heat sink. I've actually done my homework here. And that half of the sun's radiation is stored like this in the earth. So in North Carolina, we have the fortunate benefit of having a very temperate temperature underground. So he's in a business that's growing 7 to 10% annually. He allows us to reduce our energy consumption, and more importantly, reducing carbon dioxide emissions, using groundwater where there's less need for natural gas, coal, oil, and other non-renewable resources. And I was also impressed by his motto, "We figure it out when no one else can." Please welcome Jim Cornett and Applied Resource Management.
I got the email of when this the little blurb was going to be on the television on WECT the night that it had actually occurred before. I'm such a geek, man, watching that. It's amazing. I'm such a geek. And I'm a scientist through and through. I mean, I can't help it. And that's what everything we do is based in science. It's based in real-world application of science. And it's really cool when you can do that, when you can practice science, and you can help people save tremendous amounts of money when you do it. And people are happy when you leave. As an entrepreneur, when I came out of school, actually I'm a UNCW graduate, I had no idea what I was going to do. I had general ideas, but as a scientist, you have to practice. However, as a businessman, you have to make money, and it's hard to cross those two paths. It reminds me of a little story. 2 frogs fell into a bucket of milk on a farm, and these poor frogs are treading water, tread water, tread water, tread milk, tread milk, tread milk. One frog said, I'm not going to make it. I'm going to die. The first frog said, you can't ever, ever, ever give up. And he keeps tread milk, tread milk. Second frog said, I can't stand it. I'm going to die. And he sank to the bottom of the bucket of milk and died. Stone cold frog dead. The next morning, the farmer's wife comes out and looks in the bucket. You know what she sees? One very tired frog laying up on a big old ball of butter. As an entrepreneur, I stand in front of you guys today, one very humbled, very honored, very happy frog with a slightly buttered butt. Obviously, recognition is really cool, but we don't do this for the recognition. We do it because we're good at what we do, and we're fun. I mean, we have a good time with it. We're highly educated, very elitist, very in the dirt, and it's a good time. We have the most incredible staff of scientists, the most incredible staff of drillers, the most incredible staff of technicians. Everyone understands they put their pants on one leg at a time. And we're onwards and upwards. I mean, 17 years, and we have a good, consistent 10 to 15% growth every single year. We flattened out for a couple of years, but everyone else did too. But we were treading milk, man. We were treading milk. I'd like to thank a fairly small group, obviously the Greater Wellington Business Journal for the recognition, because this is fun. I'd like to thank all of our staff, because obviously I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for their technology and their knowledge. And the one person that puts up with me when no one else will, my crazy old wife, Ellen. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Rowe, Director of the UNCW Entrepreneurship Center. It's my pleasure to be here with Andrew Silbereisen, President of Setup Events, our technology winner for the Coastal Entrepreneur Awards. Andrew, it's not often a technology award gets associated with the success of an event company. Talk about Setup Events and what you guys do.
Okay. Setup Events is we're the largest company in America that produces events. We're very unique in that manner. We basically have over 200 plus events, and obviously managing those events via paper and all the rest is almost impossible, and that's why the website came around. But what we've done over the past 6 years is we've evolved it. It's come from a very, very basic website to now where it's very, very advanced. You know, we can get access to it through various technologies and browsers and all the rest, and that's where we are.
And obviously the technology specifically for triathlons and running races has been a big success, right? Because that's where your focus is.
Correct, and we're integrating all of our live timing and everything live and everything into the website right now. So it's another big step we're going forward. And
this industry seems to be growing. I mean, obviously you guys have grown to quite a successful company. There's a lot of growth in triathlons and road races.
Huge amount of growth in triathlon since the 2000 Sydney the Olympics in Sydney in the year 2000. It's just been phenomenal growth. And we sell out races sometimes in a matter of hours.
Yeah. And a lot of those races are from Maryland, down in terms
Yeah,
of where you're
we're
working as
from
a-
Maryland all the way down to Florida, including West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, as well as the largest triathlon we have here, which is Beach Battleship.
Well, congratulations on the award, and for those who'd like to learn more, please go to setupevents.com.
Good morning. I'm Patrick Ballantyne. I'm here on behalf of E2 America, last year's winner, and I'm here to present the award for Setup Events. Setup Events, an outdoor triathlon organizer, wins the internet-related business category at the Entrepreneur Awards. Now that's an accomplishment. Setup Events is an event production company specializing in the sport of triathlon, swim, bike, run. Setup Events markets its services as triathlon specialist to any organization wishing to produce turnkey production support, event creation, design, management support, website, marketing, registration, results, timing, all the necessary equipment required to produce a triathlon. Now, Setup Events started nearly 20 years ago, but of course it wasn't a short sprint race for Bill Scott. No, all these years later, he and his team are still innovating, using the web-based registration portal to increase race participants, increase revenues, and yes, increase profits. The Setup Events website is considered to be the best in the industry with its sophisticated timing system. What started out as a local race organizer is now one of the largest event production companies in the entire country. Setup Events expects to do over 200 events this year from Maryland to Florida. Setup Events has produced and directed more triathlons than any company in the history of the sport, with over 1,000 events through 2012. We all know about the Beach to Battleship race, but they are expanding to new different events like Brave Soldier, focusing on the military, and Blue Ocean, a major new business concept that will be launched soon. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I now present the Coastal Entrepreneur Award for the Internet-related business category to Setup Events.
First, apologize about my voice. Probably not going to last too long, and I'll turn it over to Andrew. I'm battling a chest cold, but I want to thank UNCW, obviously the Greater Wilmington Business Journal, for this award. We appreciate it very much. It means a lot to us, especially being in business for 20 years. Somebody said it earlier, it's kind of validation that what we've been doing for the past number of years has finally proven itself to us. We kind of laugh at the fact, Patrick mentioned it, that we are a triathlon production company, and yet we've won this award in the internet category. That's because of this guy right here, Andrew Silbereisen, who's our president. We realized a couple of years ago that because of the importance of the internet, that is our storefront setup, is the internet, that we needed to really bring somebody on board that had that background and that experience, which is what Andrew has. If you saw the video, obviously you just saw it, you can tell that Andrew is not from around here. We imported him to take over this job. But again, many, many thanks for this wonderful award. We appreciate it very much. Again, UNCW for sponsoring this. My daughter's a graduate here, so A lot of our profits over the years have gone to UNCW, and so we do appreciate that very much. Andrew?
As Bill says, I'm not from around here. I'm actually from the true South, which is obviously Southern Hemisphere. And it was quite interesting how we came about where we are with the website, you know, and what we do with it. I don't know how many people have actually been on there, but 5 years ago, Bill took the step to put in new technology into the website and had a lot of major problems. I wasn't associated with setup at the time, but I was obviously a triathlete and on the site all the time, and it was crashing. So I send Bill an email, he calls me back and says, what can we do? And I give him a whole lot of ideas, and he fixed it, said they went off and fixed it all, and he calls me back, says it's all fixed. And I said, okay. I go, get on the website, and I said, Bill, your website's crashed again. And he goes, you did what? So that was my interview process of coming into this, and I've been associated with Bill and set up ever since. And in the last couple of years, obviously, we took the steps to you know, enhance it and bring it to where it is. And we're constantly evolving it. It's very, very dynamic. The sport is dynamic. And as all of you know as entrepreneurs, that if you don't keep up with your market, you do not keep up, you know, with your revenues and keep yourself in business. So I want to thank every one of you in this room actually for being here, and I'll bet a lot of you have been onto our website for sporting events, to go off and do triathlons or running events or whatever. So get back on it. We have Brave Soldier, the inaugural Brave Soldier event coming up in Memorial Day weekend. So get out and check it out. And, you know, thanks to everyone. Thanks to Bill especially for, you know, putting the faith and trust in me to do what we do. And thank you.
Hello again. As I said earlier, I'm Patrick Ballantyne, and I'm here on behalf of E2 America. Last year's award winner, and not long ago, we were in a garage. We started in a garage, and now we're selling our product all over the nation. So it's been an exciting ride. I want to thank the Greater Wilmington Business Journal and the UNCW Entrepreneurship Center for recognizing all of these incredible entrepreneurs who are really leaders in our community. And it was indeed a great honor for me to be a part of the team that won the Entrepreneur of the Year award last year. Our company, Efficient Energy America, is still alive and well, and we have big plans to continue to grow and prosper. I've learned a few words today and throughout this judgeship, terms like nutrient density and green chemistry. But you know, these entrepreneurs are not just inventing products, they're inventing terms that will someday probably be commonplace. As you can understand, being a judge is difficult. I know when I sat in your seats last year, after I watched all the videos, I said, there's no way we're going to win this. It was very difficult for us as judges to come up with an overall winner because all the finalists are just amazing. But Rob Kaiser asked us to use the investment criteria that if we had $100,000 to invest in one of these great companies, which one would you put your money on to give you a return? And that's really the criterion that we used. But first, I want to congratulate all 10 of these finalists because we've got one Entrepreneur of the Year winner, but all of you are winners. Every one of you are winners, and let's give all 10 a round of applause. I admire every one of you, and I want to tell you why. It's not easy to be an entrepreneur. It's not even normal. You know what I'm talking about. It's not fun to go without a paycheck for a long period of time and not know when you're going to get one. You've got to be successful and turn a profit before you can even start paying yourself. And I know every one of you knows what that means. For some of the folks in here that may not be entrepreneurs, I know you appreciate the entrepreneurship in this room and in this community. But I wanted to sort of tell you a little bit about some statistics and try and break it down for you. Did you know that 2/3 of all new businesses fail before they are 5 years old? And there are about 14 million total businesses in North America, ranging from General Motors to E2 America. So if only 5% of those 14 million are startups, that's 700,000 startups. And if 2/3 of those fail, we're talking about 450,000 failed or failing businesses at any given time. If you assume the average new business has only 2 employees, we're talking about close to 1 million people out there struggling. And maybe if 1 in 3 of those businesses, the family needs that business just to survive, to make a living. Think about the enormity of the human capital associated with these ventures, the challenges and the toll it can take on real people, family, and friends. Think about the magnitude of entrepreneurship. All of you in this room are successful, but you probably have failed before, and you've learned from that failure, and you've succeeded because you have learned that lesson. And I understand what you're going through, and that's why I admire every one of you. You have a passion to do what you love. You face the toughest of odds with courage and determination. You are risk takers. Most of you, even if you did fail, have the will to get back up and try something else. Failure is only temporary for you. You have the drive to succeed. You do it your own way. Does Jessie do it her own way? I would say yes, she does do it. This is the American spirit. This is what makes us the greatest country in the world. This is your day to be rewarded for all of your efforts, for the blood, sweat, tears, prayers, for all the hard work it takes to run a small business. Thank you for what you do. And now, without further ado, our overall winner, the Coastal Entrepreneur of the Year Award for 2012 goes to Dry Case.
Holy crap. How do we do it? That's awesome, man. To say this is unexpected is way beyond that. When I came out of the room for the final interview process, I just said, I just bombed it. Corey did the TV part, and I did. I didn't know it was about investment money, and I kept saying it's about our team, and it's about, hiring more people and working with Wilmington. I said all the wrong things. It was nothing about what I would do with the money. It really is about the team. And Henry Ford once said, I don't really have to know about what's going on throughout my company. I have a row of buttons in front of me where I can call upon the expertise of that individual that will do it perfectly. That's not exactly a quote, but something like that. Well, these are the people, some of the people, the rest of them are holding down the fort, that do it perfectly. There's one group I forgot to thank when I was up here before, and that's all of you. You can't have an award ceremony without the people. So I want to thank you also. Oh, what? Oh, the podium. Watch this. Thank you again. Yeah, where's John? You're all invited to our cookout at 12 o'clock.
For anyone who knows that amazing group of people at Dry Case, I highly encourage you to go to their celebration later today. One of the things we try to do with our students here at UNCW is to teach them or share with them to do things that give them energy. And I think without a doubt, all of us in this room are walking out of here today in some ways inspired, in some ways having smiled, and in some ways emotional at what we've seen. And the energy that creates is what entrepreneurship is all about. And so you guys have been sitting for a while, so as we close, stand up and let's stretch and congratulate ourselves. Seriously, stand up. You've been sitting too long. And so in closing, all of us love to live here, but I think whenever I get a chance to meet people who move to this area and they see this community of entrepreneurs, they are absolutely blown away. And so let's keep this going. And no matter what the future holds, I please personally ask you that you continue to support entrepreneurship, continue to support UNCW and the UNCW Entrepreneurship Center. Thank you very much for being here today, and congratulations to our winners.
Got memories? Get DVDs. Tapes won't last forever. Digital transfers will. Do it today, so you'll have your memories tomorrow. Call us at 399-1820 or online at myrealvideo.com. Mold and time ruin videotapes. Tapes won't last forever. Digital transfers will. Do it today, so you'll have your memories tomorrow. Call us at 399-1820 or online at myrealvideo.com.